Hello. Hello guys. Chào mọi người nha. Morning. It's been raining here the last few days. Hello Chef Stewart, how are you? From Ho Chi Minh, Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh City here. Uh, how are you? Good. Hello everyone. Chào mọi người nhé. All right, how's everyone doing? You all good? Been busy the last few days, so that's why I haven't been on live, working on the instructional videos and busy. Hello, hello. Chào mọi người. Just gonna do a brief warm up, okay, guys, and then we're gonna get into training together. Like always, I always begin with sort of like bouncing up and down or jogging on a spot. Since we don't have a lot of rooms here, I'm just gonna jog. Try to get my muscle loosened up, my blood flowing. Right now there's no wind, so it's a bit hot. Chào mọi người nhé. Hello. Hiện tại bây giờ không có miếng gió nào hết, cho nên hơi nóng nha mọi người. How's everyone weekend? Hope you all have a good weekend. Fake or real? It's all about fake or real. What is real and what is fake? Nowadays, a lot of fake things. Not a lot of real thing and fake thing. If you consider it's fake, then it's fake. If you believe it real, it works for you, then it works for you. If it doesn't, then it doesn't, right? And of course, in everything you do, you gotta put in training into it, a lot of work, right? The more work you put in, of course, the more successful you're gonna become. So, yeah. I've been taking martial arts, starting with Taekwondo since 1995. I got to my second degree black belt in Taekwondo, and then I stopped for a while. During that time, I also learned a few years of Kung Fu, just a lot of training. And we used to, before I used to do a lot of forms. And now I train a little bit Wing Chun Kung Fu, and other Kung Fu with the wooden dummy. But off and on for over 10 years, 15 years. Like, not always, but just off and on, you know. Yeah. But right now, try to get back into it, you know, get back into shape. Thank you very much, Lola. Rose in Canada. Yes, I used to live in Canada for 21 years. 21 years. Quite a bit of time. And I take Taekwondo and Kung Fu back in Canada too. And then when I come back to Vietnam, then I learn a little bit of Wing Chun, wooden dummy. And the Vietnamese style my master made is called Ngan Kong Phai. It's a lot of it. He taught me it's a lot of hand stretching, like with the arms, you conditioning the arms and the leg a lot. Well, that's what his martial art is called Ngan Kong Phai, right? So you are conditioning the bone, the forearm. He trying to like this too much. Yeah, he makes us do all of that, conditioning our shin, our forearms, and a lot of part of your body. But I'm actually practice a lot of like my shoulders, my hips, my stomach and chest and everything. And sometimes they practice here. You know, see a lot of people like Shaolin Kung Fu. They're practicing with the shoulder and everything, make condition it so that they are, so that it becomes so hard you can use it. But I don't really practice that much. Mostly just my forearm and my shin. So he makes us do kicking. This condition this a lot, like this, right? And then this, boom, 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 boom. So a lot of those conditioning. So what he's saying is like, because if you were to defend yourself against somebody, you know, you gotta have strong forearms, right? You gotta block and stuff like that, right? Instead, if they hit you or they kick you, right? At least you can take like, you know, a few blocks here and there with your forearm. You don't go, ow, ow, it hurts so much, and then you give up. You know, that's why you gotta condition it. So that's the main purpose of it, right? When you go against somebody's forearm or something, if your forearm is strong, a little bit stronger, you condition it enough with your shin too. If they kick you, were to kick you right here, you know, a lot of leg kicking in self-defense they do here. You don't go, my foot like this, you know, you're gonna hurt, and then you're just gonna go on one leg. They can take advantage from there. So that's why my master used to, my Kung Fu master here always makes us do those basic drill pretty much every day, you know. But I don't really train that so much. I just take it easy on that, you know, and some other students that just go crazy. But in order for you to go crazy like that and you hit so hard, you're gonna like, you have to sort of like rub it with the medicine and everything to get your muscle and your skin recover, because I didn't go deep into that much, right? You know, so I don't use that those stuff very often. You know, where you have to rub it so that all your bruise and everything they dissolve, right? Remember back in the day, his hand, his forearm like this, there's like blood clot all over when he's in his like 60 something, right? There's blood clot everywhere in his forearm and his thing. But that's not a good thing. I wouldn't recommend that. I mean, like, because he hit way harder than me. Like even in his 60 something, right? He just passed away like a few years ago, just a couple of years ago, all right? But yeah, so and that's why it's called Ngan Kong Phai. It's got nothing to do so much of Wing Chun, but use a lot of wooden dummy. Use a lot of wooden dummy. That's why you see some other stuff. I don't really like do like Wing Chun traditionally, where you have to learn, where you learn the 108 form and this and that. You know, I just condition myself, my forearms, my strength, right? And I combine. Sometimes I also I combine with other stuff. I punch. I go right. So I don't really depend too much on the theory, but I just do practice a lot of repetition into what I know, what I learn, right? You know, not really an expert in anything, just like normal guys like you guys training and sharing, and hopefully we train together and we have fun. All right, guys, let's go. So brief warm up. Let's do some jumping jacks. These we all do, right? We all do since we were in grade 3, grade 4, right? Up till now. So we all remember how the jumping jacks is very easy. These warm up always help prevent injuries, keep you guys, keep your body warm up, your blood flowing, your muscle loosen up. You can shake your shoulder out, shake your hands out, your wrists out. All right. And sometimes I do cross like this just to get my upper back stretching out. Then I do rotate my upper body like this. I go on my tippy toes and I just stretch up like so. Now when you tire like this, sometimes your breath is going really fast. You try to cut your breath, so control your breath and try to breathe deep. Once you take a few deep breaths, you sort of like calming down your breath and get it back to normal stage. All right, now from there, shake my wrist out. Because in wooden dummy or in Wing Chun, any other martial art involve a lot of grabbing with your wrist, right? So it's always good to exercise your wrist. You can stretch out, up, down like this, and then you can even rotate it inside, out, then outside, in, and inside out again. Then one arm you can hold in your wrist like this, inside out, and outside in. Yeah, chào mọi người nha. Hello everyone. Yes. And then you switch hand. Hello. Hello Brazil. Hello everyone. Can it help with the cleaning the stomach? What do you mean by help with the cleaning the stomach? I don't understand that. Hurts. Okay, and then you can go like this, of course, always, you know, this exercise, wrist rotation with both wrists. All right, we all do. Yes, from there. Okay, and then of course, the shoulder rotations, back and forth. So I'm just doing an example of the exercise. You can, of course, you can do more on your own time. I am in Ho Chi Minh City, Mohammed. Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Do I also do Chi? No, I don't do Chi. I'm not an expert in that. I don't really do. I just know basics of breathing in and out. But that's a good thing to know. Yeah. Later on, I want to learn that too, of course. Because nowadays, a lot of us need to balance ourselves in everything. Balance in life, pretty much. You know. Because nowadays, family, work, everything, you get a lot of work, you got a lot of stuff. Sometimes you stress, you know, from different sources. So a lot of people turn into chi energy. They turn into meditations, yoga, all sort of stuff. Well, martial art is part of it too. Martial art is also sort of like helping you somewhat balance yourself, your life when you're in training. You know, discipline, patience, health, overall health, right? So sometimes I'm training like this. A lot of people, they said they want to challenge me. Like, why would you want to challenge me, right? I'm just normal guy like you. I sucks. There's nothing to prove. Even if you beat me up or something, right? Yeah, you still have nothing to prove, right? The main challenge in life is like we gotta overcome ourselves, right? Within ourselves, right? That's the hardest part, the toughest part, you know. But try to be like cocky and try to beat somebody else, whatever you think you prove that good, and then you go and challenge or beat somebody, and then that's you're gonna gain not gonna gain anything unless you want to be like, you know, a fighter or something, UFC fighter. Yes, okay, you can go ahead, you can sign up for it, you can compete for it, right? If that's your goal, you got to train like so hard for it and work for hard for everything, uh, and make your goal happen, right? Hello, okay. Yes, of course. I'm pretty sure your sister could kick my butt or whatever. Anybody can kick my butt, right? Okay. I'm gonna do knees rotations, and then other side, then hip rotations. Now for your hips, you want to rotate all the way, come all the way around, come across. Okay. Khi mình xây vậy là xây hông, xây cho lớn, cho cái vòng nó to ra, để cho mình có thể làm giãn cái cột xương sống, nhất là cái sống lưng ở dưới đó. Yeah. Big rotation, guys. Yes, all the way around. You want to reach your spine, right? Your lower back. A lot of us, like me, like in the middle age, we feel fatigue in the lower back, right? Because the reason is we don't do a lot of stretching. When we're too busy with everything else, we don't do a lot of stretching, especially our lower back. So therefore, it's sort of like so fixed, so rigid, so stiff, right? And we do a lot of sitting during the day, sitting in the office, sitting in the car. So therefore, our spine, they sort of like squish together a little bit over time. So therefore, sometimes you feel a little bit of not so much sore, but like fatigue, you know. So please, I do recommend, if you know some of those back exercise or whatever, relieve the lower back pain exercise, please do those. There's a lot of good experts out there. I've seen like they have a lot of exercise that's good for the lower back. So, yeah. I'm going here. And then sometimes I go down and try to reach my toes. And then I go up. Okay. And then down. And this one, when you're reaching your toes, you can do a count of 5 to 15. It depends on how long you want it to be, how much flexible you want. If you want to be more flexible, you try to count for longer counts. And then reach up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you go down again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then shake it out, shake down. And of course, the ankles. Rotate your ankles, guys. Very important, the ankles. We do a lot of movements, footwork movements. You always use your ankle. You will switch different directions. If you guys play sports, basketball, soccer, football, American football, of course, like and then like football, like football is soccer, right? But American football is different, right? So basically, any exercise or sport that you do that require like agility, where you jump from one direction, then you go the next direction, your ankles do twist a lot. And when you jump, you always bounce on your ankles. So your ankles take a lot of pressure. So please do rotate it, stretch it out. Otherwise, we are vulnerable to get injured easily. So careful with that, all right? All right, I guess that's about it. All right, thank you very much, JT, for the donation. Thank you very much, JT. All right, everyone, let's go into the exercise. It's been a while. We haven't reviewed the six basic exercise that we've been doing. I would go from here. Okay, let's go back to the basics. Okay, the footwork. This one is just for practicing purpose. Okay, because in a sort of like a matcha self-defense situation, you can use this stance. All right, but this stance is just for standing in front of the dummy where you're practicing with it. So here I would go, see my foot like this, I'll go one, open one. Here, you can see from here, right? 1, 2. I go into this stance, whereas I clench my knees together like this, or you can just open slightly, as long as you have your knees slightly bent, okay? So 1 and 2, go down. And now from here, in front of the dummy, here I turn into the dummy, and then from here, I practice. Remember the measurement between the dummy from here, the middle, your fingertips right here. Thank you very much for Weekend for the donation. Thank you very much, greatly appreciate it. So remember the dummy is from here, our arm length, okay? And your fingertips here, to here. Now this is about right, okay? Don't go too close like this. This is which when you too close, okay? This, you too far. So when you're too far, you have to reach, right? Here you have to reach, right? But here, you don't have to. Right your arm length, you're hitting it. So remember the measurement is from here, all right? Fingertips to the middle part of the dummy, right here. Okay, not here, not to here. Here's too far, here's too close, right here, guys. Okay, remember that. So I'm from here, this position. I go down, 1, 2, right? 1, 2, I go down with my knees, and then from there I train, okay? From there, see where I hit? I still have my elbow slightly bent. So if there's anything I hit, I come back, you can hit again. Slightly bent, guys, here, here, okay? So remember that the stretch, you never stretch to the point where you fully extended your elbow. Not fully extended too much because it's gonna be hyperextension. So therefore you're gonna be vulnerable to injure your joint, your elbow joint, okay? So don't boom all the way straight out like this. Just here, and then you slightly bend, okay? You punch or you hit, you go here. Most times you see here, I go here, boom, 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 like that, you see? Every time I hit, I never bend fully, okay? If you do fully too much, you're gonna hyperextend your body, your elbow. Same thing with kicks a lot. We do kicks, we do fully extension a lot. Okay, be careful, all right? So you do pum, you come back, pum, come back, flick, come back, okay? If you fully extend it and you stay there for a split second, it's very good for performance, good for demonstration, movies and all that, look great for picture, but over time you're gonna get into your joints, okay guys? So careful, you just do it, not fully extend. If I hit, boom, I go here. But as you can see, if I roll up my sleeve, as you can see, it's gonna be like this slightly, not like here. This is overextended, right? It's like two extension, and here, just right here like this. If I hit or something, I go here, right? Okay. That's about right. So the measurement here, now from here I go over to 2. Now let's go to the 6 basics techniques. So by the way, this is sort of like half Wing Chun, half what I learned from my master. So the 6 basics, movement is gonna be from here. 1, lift up, right? 2, blocking down. See this block down before earlier, I showed you one of the video. The option is like when we're training with the dummy, you can press it down like this, right? But in reality, of course, this is blocking. You gotta go lower and you block like this with both arms. Because you imagine that people are throwing knees at you. They grab your head and they're throwing knees. So of course, the obvious thing you gotta do is you have to block with both arms like this, right? Similar to this, right? But this is not gonna work. This is just for practicing, right? So that when it comes to the real situation, you're gonna go like this, fast, okay? Not like this. This not gonna work if the guy needs you like this, right? All those guys that know Muay Thai is really good. Guys really good on knees and elbow. I don't care how strong this block is. You're gonna break your fingers, okay? So this for the purpose of training only with the dummy. All right, but in the reality, you block here and then you can go in. Block here, go in like this. Elbow, right? Or block this side, you go in, right? So that is just the practice of the theory, right? But reality is down like this, okay? All right, next one. So 1, 2, the next one you're gonna open and then you're gonna go in. 4, right? Now this movement here, some of you gonna ask me a question. You're gonna say, oh, this is gonna be the guys grabbing you like this. They're too strong. Especially if you are female, right? You're not gonna be as strong as the man. So thank you very much. We Muskrat. Thank you very much for the donation. Thank you, greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. So some of you say, oh, this is weak, right? I cannot do anything. Therefore, this movement, they follow with slipping in this movement. And this movement is to the shin or to the neck. You can use that to chop to the neck. And then from there, you can use your finger. Once your fingers get to the face, right? You can go for the eyes ball, squeeze the eyes ball or something like that, all right? Or some of you go like this, you have the thumbs right here. So you all play Nintendo game, video games and all that. You can use that practice. Remember, we all used to play video game, Nintendo, PlayStation, blah, blah, soccer, Mortal Kombat, Tekken. I don't know what you play, but you can use it, okay? From here, boom, boom. See my thumbs here, right? Now, when you're playing game, it's coming too useful for martial arts too. So use your imagination, okay? So if you're weak, okay, you cannot block the guy's too strong. That's why you slip in. All right, here, boom, slip in. Okay, slip in, you squeeze the eye. And then the third one, fifth one here, and then you go here. Here is the ribs. Stretching here is the rib cage. And of course, is your liver around here, right? That's why you see a lot of people, they get kicked in the liver, right? Liver shot right there. So careful with that. All right, you go here, boom, 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 liver. So let's come back to the theory when we're training with the wood dummy again. So open 2, the stance is 1, 2. Okay, then you go down, knees down, slightly bend. And now from here, you get ready, position. So you can leave your hands open. So why do Wing Chun or any other Kung Fu close combat, they do leave their hand open like this? You know why? Right? Because we use a lot of grabbing, deflecting, right? Right? So with this, with our fists, from here, if we're blocking, like in Taekwondo and karate, and then you take another step to grab, so that's gonna take long, right? That's to me, that's what I'm thinking. So whereas here, you're using open hand from here, you just go right away. And from here, you just grab right away. You grab, right? A lot of grabbing. So that's why in Wing Chun, they do a lot of open hand. You don't see they pose like this, right? Right? And that, only in karate, Taekwondo, or MMA and other stuff, they pose like this, right? But in Wing Chun, a lot of open hand. They go here, they open, they grab, they do a lot of wrist and finger hand motion combined with the wrist so that they can be flexible to grab. All right. Same thing with BBJ. You see a lot of BBJ, they go down lower and they hands out like this, all right? They do a lot of grabbing. That's why they have open hands, right? Where the boxer and other style, they do like sort of like called closed fists, right? Now, one thing, a lot of people are like, when you do closed fists, you into sort of like a situation where you have to defend yourself or you competing. If you're competing, of course, thank you very much, Kami Chris. If you were competing from here, you're not gonna have your fists clenched and tight, okay? No, please no, just relax. You just from here like this. When you need to tense up is when you attack or you block. Now from here, the last moment I tense, I squeeze here. The last moment I wanna punch, boom, I gonna go fast at the end. Only the target is like right in front of you, right here, right? Like my arm length. So the moment I hit from here, I come all the way out here like this. I still not using my full force yet. I'm not squeezing any muscle. I'm still relaxing. Now here I squeeze and then I come across just right in front of the target around 15 centimeters. Just from here, relax, 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 relax. Then I go. Then from there, relax and then go. Right? Boom, like that. Or boom. That's why you see a lot of master or a lot of great martial art practitioner, right? They attack boom, 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 like that. But boom, 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 boom. They go fast like that, boom, like that, right? They go fast. They have their body relaxed, okay? They're not gonna go like this, boom, 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 right? You flex like that, you cannot move. It's very hard for you to move. And then you're gonna lose a lot of strength and power into your flex in the beginning, like this. Ah! You see a lot of movies like Jean-Claude Van Damme, whatever. For do anything, he do a lot of flexing, like ah, like that. A lot of moves like that is only for movies, for clips, for show, and all that, right? Please don't do that in real life. You gotta relax, and when the right moment, you just have to strengthen, squeeze every muscle in your body, and then from there you go, right? Boom, last minute. You don't want to go ash, ash. No, you want to go boom, 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 then come back right away. Okay, so that's really like a tiny thing. When you guys can pay attention to that and you can fix it, your techniques will improve a lot, guys. Trust me. All right, so. You go here, relax, 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 relax. Tight at the end, squeeze, and then you go, come across. So I'm from here, relax, relax, then I go. I 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 relax, then I go. Okay? So keep your body loose all the time. Keep it loosened. Only when you move to that target, you are hitting that target, that's the only moment you squeeze. After you hit, boom, and then you relax again. Hit, boom, then you relax again. All right? So remember that, please. So let's go back to the 6 basics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So facing in front of you guys is gonna be 1, lifting up. Right? 2, lifting the 2 elbow up, pressing down. Okay? Same thing with when back then I learned in Taekwondo. Same thing, pressing block against the knees. Whereas in Taekwondo you close arm like this, but in Wing Chun or Kung Fu they use the open hand, right? And then 3, you come up, across, and you open. Okay? Imagine somebody grabbing you, right? But if they're too strong, the grab is not work. And then from here, you're just gonna turn and push right in the middle, all right? And therefore, you can stretch the neck, and then the arm, the fingers, you can crouch the eye, whatever is, with your fingers. So, from here, and then from there, you grab the wooden dummy arm, pretend that you're grabbing the person's arm, so you can either knees, Or in this exercise, you're gonna hit the rib cage or the liver shut to the side. All right, so that is the theory. That's the application for these 6 movements. All right, so once I do again with the dummy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I go 1. Somebody grabbing me right here. They grab me in the shoulder. So they grab me here. So this movement is only to shock them, to sort of like they like comfy, you know. Oh man, you weakling, I grab you, I got you, right? All of a sudden you boom, you shock their finger, you shock their elbows, right? And the guy have to think twice about it. And then he is not focusing on grabbing you anymore. You go boom, right? Boom. Then from there you can just squeeze or hit or whatever. Boom, boom, you go here, right? But for this exercise, 1, and then we're pretending that he's gonna knee us. This is the practice, okay? For the dummy. But the real life is you're gonna go down like this, right? You're gonna go down, you block, right? When they're kneeing you, once if you see open, you can go in with your elbow. Now you see my hand here, I have it covered here. You don't want to like just here, you open, you're gonna get hit here, right? Because the guy elbow here, they could go down, right? So careful, so you have to be fast here and then you go here, right? From here and then you come back and then you can hit this way. So that is the application for it, okay guys? But practical here, 3, and then you open. 3, open, somebody grab you again, and squeeze, you open, he's too strong. Okay, that's mine. I don't have to fight against it. I just gonna slip right in, into the face, into the throat. Here, you hear, slip the throat right here. But easier is the face here, and then you can gouging or whatever with the face, the eyes. Squeeze the eyeball with your thumb, all right? And now from here, you grab, and then you hit, okay? So those are 6 movements. So why don't we train that, okay? Let's do 20. Let's do 20, okay? 20 set. So open 2, 1, 2. And then from there, we take it from there. 1, 2, open 2, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now that's 1 set, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 2 sets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right? So, somebody grabbing you, shock the elbow. That's 1. Shock the elbow right here. Pa, like that. Pa, right? Next one. Somebody is kneeing you. Pa. Pressing block. But reality is blocking the knees like this, both arms. Right? Both arms. Or what you do, some of you might want to do is when you're blocking like this, or you can block with your elbow. You go pa right down like this, right? Pa. You hit your elbows go right into the thigh right here, right? When they lift the knees up like this, you have to go in here. You have to in. So in order for me to do that, I'm not gonna stay in a distance. I have to get close to them, right? So that their knees come to the side. They don't hit me. Okay, but if I just from here I go down like this, they're gonna go right into my stomach or my face because I'm right in front of them. So from there, I try to do, see the pressing block, you have to move to the side a bit. Okay, you block but you move here. Okay, now from there you're gonna, if you have an open, you can do elbow straight to the nuts, to the groin, right here. The elbow strike lower right here. The elbow straight right here. All right. So please practice that. All right. 3. Open. Somebody grabbing you right here in the shoulder. Open. If they're too strong, that's fine. Slip in. If they're too strong, okay, let them be strong. Let them hold your shoulder. You have 2 hands open. Their 2 hands, their 2 arms busy with your shoulder. So you have 2 hands open. You slip in, and then squeeze the eyeball, whatever. Right? See. Playing game here, so you can use your thumb to squeeze the eyes right here, right? And then from there you grab, Okay, so more practically, if you were to grab, I would like you, when you practice this part, you're gonna step back a little bit and grab, right? You have to use your body weight. Have your body weight balance back here and you grab. Otherwise, if you just stand, you grab like this, no strength. The person not gonna do anything. They just, whatever, right? But if you were to here, boom, step back with your whole body weight, and they're gonna fall off balance towards you. And then from there, you can knee, or you can do a palm strike. For this particular part of the exercise, we do straight to the ribs. All right, so those are the theory application of what I'm doing. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The person grabbing you, shock the elbow. The person kneeing you, pressing block down. Or go down block like this, okay? The person is grabbing you again in the shoulder, in the neck, block. Block, open their hands. If not, they're too strong, slip in. Or you can just go, boom, slip in right here. And squeeze the eyeball. The person is still grabbing you right here. It's the eyeballs. You still have the hands, either one hand or two hand, whatever is fine. Just grab it, have your balance, fall back, okay, back into your stand, and then from there, you move forward and you hit right here in the ribs. So this part, the ribs, you're gonna hit with the palm straight, all right? Remember last time I shared with you, we were practicing with the palm on the stand, sort of like this small sandbag, you know, where you can go like this, like back in the day, hard kung fu people are doing, they're doing Shaolin. They're hitting the arm like this. Boom, 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 boom. You condition like this. All right. So, but here the palm. So you're gonna have your palm exposed to the target. You're gonna be like this, okay? Fingers tight together, right? And thumbs clench close together. Not like this. Not like this, okay? Like this on the outside, and then boom, right here in the rib cage. So if you got in the ribs, and then you can get the grip of the ribs, you can squeeze in the ribs. Fingers, right? Now fingers, then when it comes to fingers, then of course we want our fingers to be strong. We gotta do training, conditioning with our fingers too, right? You can go with sand and a bucket of sand or something. You can go like this, boom, down like this. Now that's old traditional way, like, you know, we do it. But hey, but if you can strengthen it, you do a lot of time repetition, like 500, 1,000 times, whatever, then you're gonna strengthen your fingers, gonna get stronger. And then you can go, you can grab, your grip will be stronger, right? Now the other thing for finger grip is you have those grip, you know, those hand grip, finger grip. You can buy those and then you just grab and you grip like this. 20 set on each side, 20 set like this, and 2 or 3 times, and then from there you can improve, all right? All right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, speaking of conditioning the forearm, all right, like before I mentioned, I'm gonna show you this, so, but please in beginning, just take it easy. And if some of you that have been training and watching my live for a while, you can train a little bit more, a bit tougher, a bit stronger. But some of you just new, you can train like just a motion, all right? Don't apply too much force into it. So I would go here, same stance, all right? Stance like beginning, just open 2, come out, and then from here. You're gonna go like this, you're gonna hit 1, okay? Hand come across, I'm here, cross. Even if you have with a partner, you can train with your partner, do the opposite thing, the same thing. And then you come up 2, and then you're coming down 3, okay? And then you switch the other arm, 1, 2, and then you come back down 3, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so now in front of the dummy, I would go like this, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So first one, you're gonna hit the middle hand, right? The second one, you're gonna use your left arm to hit the dummy's left arm. So the dummy arm is here, my left arm is here, so it's the opposite, right? So 1, 2, and then back down to the middle arm, 3. And now my right arm, 1, 2, 3. Left arm, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So this sort of like practice, it help strengthen up your forearms. The second thing is it help you to deflect the block from punch or whatever attack. You know, your hand go up and down like this. You can try to avoid the hit better. All right. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now when you're hitting with this, please do not hit directly against the edge. When you're first training, see this bone here, do not hit directly against the edge, especially this here. Right here, it's a lot of bone exposed, okay? So you don't want to hit it, because if you're hitting this part too hard, tomorrow you're not gonna train for like 2 or 3 weeks or a month. So that's gonna stop your improvement when you don't train for a while, okay? So please take it easy. Just hit up here the meat part, more of the meat part around here, and then later on when you guys feel okay, I can take this no problem, then you can go into the harder stuff, okay? So careful with that, all right? So I would go, all right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now you see sometimes when I'm hitting like this, I sort of like shift my foot just a little bit, so that I can have the right angle, to hit with strength, hit stronger, right? You see I'm from here, I hit, right? I come here, 1, 2, and then 3. I sort of like move my body slightly like this, right? I don't go 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. I don't stand upright like this, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's boring. You don't want that. You want to move. You want to hit 1, 2, and then 3. Right? The other hand I have it here, just in case. Right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. I shift it over a bit. While as I stayed in the middle, I just 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right? You see in a self-defense or fight or whatever, people are like defend themselves. They're gonna move. They're gonna shift over. They're gonna move. They're not gonna stay one spot. One spot. I don't care how strong your block is. If you miss the blocks, you're gonna get hit, especially in your face and your throat. Those are very weak spots. You don't want to get hit. Okay. So you sort of like when you practice this, you have to visualize and imagine yourself. Oh, the person hitting. You have to move slightly like this. Evade the hit. Okay. With your block, but you evade the hit. Don't just stand here and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 like a robot, right? We're human being. We're not robot, so we don't practice 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You go here, hit here. You gotta move. Okay, that's what you want. All right, let's go. Train. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. You see how I sort of like turn my body slightly inward when I block like this block, right? And then when for me to block here, right, I have to shift it a bit back. Like, see how I move slightly? I block this one here, right? I don't just go here and then I block here. Because imagine it, common sense guy, if I stand here, I block here. My angle is here. It's gonna be weak. Right here, see my shoulder is here, my angle here. If I shift over my shoulder here, remember in Wing Chun, we are more straight, direct line, right? So if my elbow is here, my arm is here, I'm not directly, see? I have to move over. My shoulder have to be behind my block or behind my punch, right here. Now straight line, direct line. Therefore you have more strength. So once you block this way, you have to step over with your left foot slightly, and then you drag the other foot, you block. Okay, 1, 2, right? 1, 2. All right, let's just practice that so we can understand. Okay, we go 1, 2. Okay, same here. I back in the middle. I go 1. All right, 1, 1 here. Then I move over. I block here. See, now you see my shoulder and my wrist, my hands straight line when I block this. Whereas if I'm here, boom. If you try it yourself, if you're here, your shoulder is here and your wrist is here. It's not straight line unless you're turning this way, then you're straight. But if your body is here and you don't have your body behind it, therefore it's weak. Okay, so careful. You have to have it in straight line. You have to come back here, right? Move over, right? From here, block over. Okay, now from here I can attack here in straight line. All right. Whereas I'm here, I just block here. Look, if I were to attack, I'm like here. No, I want here. Boom. Right? Straight. I come here. Boom. Straight. 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 See? Every time you see when I punch or block, I always move my legs. You have to move your foundation. You have to plant your foundation down first before you stretch, before you build all the story, high building, whatever. You gotta have your foundation first. So if I want to here, I move here, right? I want to stretch here. I want to move here. See, move here, here. Straight line. Come back here, here, right? I don't go here, I don't go here, and I block here. It's gonna be weak. I go here, boom, boom, boom. I'm always straight. No matter what I do, I go straight, direct to the target, right? So I have my body behind my head. Therefore, my head is more powerful. Okay, guys? Yeah, straight line. Yeah, that's it. The fastest line is the straight line, right? Direct straight line. I mean, for our human body, it's so much easier for us to go do circular motion, right? For me, if I were to do roundhouse kick, boom, circular motion, right? You have to come from here, round, right? If I do spinning heel kick, I do circular motion. And from here, I turn, I come around, circle. It's easy, right? But if I were to here, I go straight line, right? It's a bit harder, but it's faster. Go straight line. Punch is easy. You go directly straight line. From here, you go straight line. Whereas hook punch, you go around, right? It's stronger, but it takes more time, okay? But in short combat, like Wing Chun or Krav Maga, any martial arts, short combat, it's only this distance, and they go straight from here. Very short distance. They go here, elbow straight, whatever, and they can. See, most of the time when I move around like this, I gotta keep my body relaxed. All right, let's come back to the training. So 1, 2, move. Okay, so basically I'm training here. So you go block, 1, no, you go here first, right? 1, down, and then you move, 2, right? Same thing with the other one. 1, down, and then you move. 1, then move. 1, come back, 1, and then move. Okay? So you move in an angle that your shoulder align with your wrist, and you have your body behind it, right? Align my shoulder right in the middle, align with my wrist in a straight line in the middle. I don't want it to be here. Here I'd be weak, but here I'm strong, right in the middle. Here I'm strong, here I'm weak, right? Here, but I'm not facing, I'm weak. Sort of like a block here, right? You see here, right? So once you leave your hand here, out here like this, how much you can hold? Like if you got a weight trainer or whatever, if you were hold our hand out here, right? You're gonna drop the weight. Whereas if you hold here, right, you'll be stronger. Okay, same thing here, much stronger. All right, so remember, have your body behind your head. Boom, boom. So move, I go boom, right? I go boom, block here, okay, boom, boom. So practice shifting your body. 1, shift. 1, shift. Okay, shift here, and then you can go punch directly. Right? So So if I will block here, I move. See? You don't see. See, when I move, I move. When I move, I go straight, directly to the facing the target. Okay? I don't move here, and then my head is like here. No. I move it. If I move here, then my foot has to be here, right in front. So let's practice, guys. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay? 1. Back to the middle. 1, 2. Okay? 1, 2, 1, 2. Back to the middle. So you see, every time I do, I go back to the middle. Then I go again. 1 and 2. Back to the middle. 1, 2. Back to the middle. 1, 2. So this will help you train your footwork. You shuffle. 1, turn. 1, turn. 1, turn. 1, turn. 1, turn. So if you were to practice nothing, right? If you don't use your arm, you just go right here. Turn. Move over, turn. Move over, turn. Move over, turn. Get used to the habit of doing that, guys. And then you can just combine with your hand, your arms. Then it become work out smoothly. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so with the dummy, 1, 2, 1, 2. Back middle, 1, 2. Back middle, 1, 2. 1, 2. Right? 1, 2. 1, 2. And then from here I can go here. Alright, it's kind of slippery here. Lots of water, lots of rain for the last few days. Just cleaned up before, but it's still. Yes, I'm from Vietnam, Tyler. Tyler Phan. Yes, you're also Vietnamese here, right? In Chinese, how do I say hi in Chinese? Bangladesh, hello. Okay, guys. Sorry, I'm gonna have one quick water break. Been talking too much. Thank you, guys. Wing Chun board. I mean the Wing Chun dummy, right? The wooden dummy, right? This one, right? If you're in the US and Canada, I can. I'm pretty sure like they probably sell it like in the US. It's gonna be a lot. I sell. All you have to have ship over from China, I think. In Vietnam, we have lots in Vietnam too. But the shipping part and everything is it's a bit complicated unless you guys do transportation and everything. But I'm sure a lot of there are a lot of clubs out there, lots of kung fu school. They have Wing Chun wooden dummy where you can train. Yeah. So if you do have like some kind of kung fu club over there with Wing Chun dummy, you can go ahead and sign up and train there, right? And okay. So we've been practicing quite a bit of the hand. All right. Let's come to the foot. So the foot from here, I would come to practicing my kicking against the leg. I would come across here, but most of the time I would coming down like this. I condition I condition my shin. Just basically the side of it right here, guys. This part right here. Mostly I condition this part. Not right here. Not right here so much because like, you know, my shin, this part is not hard, right? Same with like people that don't practice, right? It's gonna hurt like hell, trust me. But you wanna train like a bit here. Because a lot of time you're gonna stand like this, they're gonna kick you right here at the knees, right? So if you condition this a bit, you can get tougher at it, and you can take 1 or 2 hits here and there, and not giving up. If you're not giving up, and then chances are you can manage the fight more easily. All right. So I would kick this way. I come down here. My stance here. I come down this way, hitting this part of the shin. Not directly like Muay Thai. Muay Thai they do is they kick all the nerves and everything. They practice so much they're like expert, they cannot feel it, right? If you guys taking Muay Thai and your shin is strong, that's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, that's pretty easy. You can train more. Oh, the other thing, one more thing. This here, the other thing is you can train with this. These are, they call it, in Vietnamese, they call it mai, cây mai. So these are like small like sticks that clench together, wrap together, like maybe around 20 of those or so. And they grab together. So they practice this for Muay Thai fighter, for shin conditioning. So they would hit they put the shin down like this, and they would hit here all over like this. Ah, that hurt. See, they condition like this. Just tap it lightly, and you feel it. So this branches is sort of like the small branches of bamboo sticks. You know, okay, they can condition here. Okay, can condition with your forearm. You just over here. So you can tap it lightly, right? Take it easy, and you sort of like feel it. And sometimes you hit the knuckle, whatever, you know, feel it. See how tough you are sometimes, you know. You just practice it. If you do have a chance to hit, and then you just go like this. So some of my students, like, they condition this very well because some of them taking Muay Thai, right? So the shin, the arm, everything, you hit them, they don't even feel it. Yeah? Sometimes we do like a martial art video clips that we do demonstration, and the video clip I'm explaining to you guys or teaching you guys. I kick him in the shin, right? I asked him, let's see. He said, okay, master, don't worry, just go ahead, kick harder, don't worry. It's because the condition, this shin so hard, right? I'm like, but I'm afraid I kick, he gonna hurt, right? But he doesn't feel a thing. So mostly, see, I kick here, his shin here. I kick like this, right? Boom, right? And he said, no worry, just go. So his shin is pretty amazing, right? So mostly practice here, right? You condition this part. So you take it easy in the beginning, and then a bit harder down the road. You condition every time, and then you can go harder, right? You know. But I don't know how some really crazy master, they can break like, you know, like 2x4 wood, or like this piece of metal. That's so insane, right? I don't train to that point yet. Those are crazy, you know. All right, so yes, you can do that, right? If you do have access to these bamboo sticks, you can together. These I don't call what they say. I don't know what they say in English, but in Vietnamese they call cây mai, M-A-Y, and then with a hat on top of the A. All right, guys. So back to this kicking here. So I would go here, 1, and then I come back at 2. I kick here. See, I kick here, but I'm hitting the same part of my foot here, right here. Boom, 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 boom. Same thing, other foot. Boom, 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 boom. So let's do 10 on each side, okay? All right, let's go. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we switch to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Now from there, after you've done these sort of exercises, you sort of like rubbing it out, okay, guys? Otherwise, otherwise you get a bruise and everything there. You don't want that. So massage your muscles a bit. Same thing with your forearm. You rub it, okay? So that your blood flowing, everything warming up, get back to normal. All right. Okay, one more set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now shake it off, rub it, squeeze the muscles. All right. Now, this one, boom, boom, boom. Now we add a kick into it. This one, let's turn it a bit this way. I am adjusting the camera slightly, so bear with me, guys. 1, 2. Once you came here, you can practice this kick here. Now this kick you all know, right? The sort of like the stomping kick, right? You stomp to the floor, you stomp to the knees. The knees here are the shin or knee. Okay? So you can go 1, 2, and then come back and kick here. Other leg, 1, 2, then bring your knees back. See, from here, after I kick here. Now remember this kick here? A lot of kicks you see in the movies, like from here, they flick kick. So sort of like you kick the face like this. A lot of movies you see, they kick like that. Why? Pa! But for this kick, I wouldn't recommend you kicking too high here, because you're gonna easily pulling your ligament right here. If you put too much enough and you go this direction, is the wrong direction of your body rotation, so it's kind of awkward. I mean, if you use it, you're flexible, it's fine. But those of you that are like your body stiff, your knee stiff, I wouldn't recommend that, okay? You don't go that high, you just go from here. Okay, just low here, fine. Low, fine, okay? So you flick here, and then you come back and you kick, all right? Now see here, for beginning and practice, we're using this hand to hold the dummy hand to keep ourselves in balance, okay? So sort of like helping you cheat a bit, right? But in real life, you not have to hold anything on, right? This is for training. This 1, 2, 3. Training for your balance too, okay? Because in real life, nobody gonna let you kick 1, 2, 3. Unless maybe one, yeah, maybe one, you can hit like pa, and then you gotta come back. Pa, you put it down, okay? But for this purpose, we're training our balance, right? Strengthen our other leg. So we go 1, 2, and 3. Right? Other foot. 1, 2, 3. See, all my kicks there is pretty low, so I can keep my balance easy. And that's no need, right? Up here only not too many weak spots. Here you have the kneecap, Right, now here you have the shin, the kneecap around here, or up to here. It depends on how tall the person is, and then the groin like about here. So those are the areas you want to attack. You don't want to go any higher than that. Any higher than that is just to look good, just for shows and all that, right? You know, you can do a lot of movies, clips, this and that, but it's very hard to kick high unless you really train good at it. If you're in like Muay Thai, Taekwondo, any discipline that have a lot of high kicks, then by all means you can train high kicks. But for self-defense, please keep it low, much easier. Whereas I go low, okay? If you go low, you kick right here, boom, right here from the distance, my leg from this distance here to here, 1 meter, right? Here to here, even shorter here to here, very short. Whereas my leg from here, I want to kick to the face, I want to kick here, right? If I want to kick up here, right, it's gonna be very high. So the time for me to kick from here to here, I can just punch, right? Much easier. Whereas I have my foundation, I punch here, right? That's why a lot of time, there's quite a few fighters, when they lift the leg up kick and they get the leg grab and they get countered by the punch, right? It's easier. But some of you are really good at kicking high. By all means, train it. You can do it well, use it, right? That's your advantage because you've been training that for a number of years, then you're expert in it. You can kick really high and strong, that's fine. But for most of us, you know, we're not as flexible, so we train lower. Boom, boom, here, it's good. You kick in the nuts right here. Just stomp it right here like this, right? Or you kick, front kick right here. That's it. You see a lot of competition in MMA, whatever, they get hit in the balls, right? They go, like this, right? And then the ref give 5 minutes, right? But in real life, right? You get hit here, you're not gonna get 5 minutes, right? You go here, boom, and then they go down, the knees, they do whatever. But in the self-defense, we don't do that, right? Of course, we just kick, okay, we back up, we assess situation, see how's the person going, you know, and try not to fight with them more, right? So, because we want to stay safe, but we don't want to hurt anyone, okay? So, careful. All right, so 1, 2, 3. So to keep your balance, you can use something to hold against it. Here by your sides, okay? Even if I have here, I hold the handrail here, I can go 1, 2, 3, okay? If you don't, then you can just practice kick 1, and then you down. If you drop your leg, that's fine. You kick, you drop your leg, you're not in balance at the beginning, that's fine. You just come back and you kick this way, right? Drop your leg, and then from there you ping back, and then you hit, okay? Or you can practice individual kick. You can practice 1, come back, 2, come back, 3, come back, okay? And then you can switch. So you kick here, now you go here, you put your foot on the side, and you from here, you kick, boom, okay? Hold, kick, boom, from here. Knees come over, see how many knees rotate, move over, boom, 1, 2, okay? Like that. And then the third one, you can go from here, 1, then come back, 2, come back. So this one, this simple one is you try to sort of like turn your foot in an angle like this, your whole foot, okay? But this part right here, you want to hit the target from this heel to up to here, about here. Not here on your toes. But your toes, you're vulnerable to break it. You gotta have the right techniques, the right movement. So if you can just hit from this target to here, from here, the heel right here, not out here, you're gonna slip, but in here, the inside heel right here, up to here, this part, flat, okay? So you can practice, 1, come back, 2. So you wanna kick, right? You wanna sort of like come knees up, and then you extend. Now you see my extension, boom. See how it's slightly bent? Not straight like this, slightly bent, please. Here, right? Not straight, no, slightly bent, okay? Same thing other foot. 1, 2, 3. Now you see the technique is, I come here, kick, I grab, I grab. It's sort of like I use this. I kind of cheated. I use this to balance myself, right? So if you can grab a person's arm, that's a bonus. You use this arm, and then you pull it, pull towards you, right? Remember that movement in Ip Man movies, where he used some of the techniques like that. And go, come back, all right? You use your body, okay, to help you, and then you kick them, all right? Boom, boom, boom. So here you can just grab, helping you to keep balance, pull them towards you. This, the end, the arm, the hand, pull, the leg, push. Opposite reaction, yin yang, right there. An example of yin yang. Pull, push, okay? Pull, push, pull, push. Help me keep balance, help my kick stronger. All right, pull, push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, push. You got the theory? All right, so that's what you want to train. Okay, guys? So you're getting old, right? Getting old like that, you just train a bit, breathe so hard, right? And a lot of people are typing messages want to challenge me to fight or everything. They probably kick my butt for sure. But I train for my sake, for my health, and whatever now I share with you guys. I don't really, try to prove anything, right? So, yeah, that's true. That's why you gotta train everything, right? In MMA, the good thing is in MMA fighter, they train a lot, right? That's their profession. They train every day 3 to 5 hours, right? They train cardio, they train fitness, weightlifting, sprinting, grappling, all the type of martial art. So you cannot really compare, and especially like they put a lot of hours into their works, right? And you see like some of us we train for only 1 hour, maybe 2 hours max. But how much are we training? See, like I'm talking, I'm explaining to you like that. The whole time I'm like, what, 1 hour, maybe 1 hour and 15 minutes. But I spend like about 40 minutes or more talking to you guys. So how much I actually put in training? And you subtract that, you get like only probably half an hour, right? So how would half an hour compare with somebody that trained for 3 to 5 hours, right? You know what I mean? So that's why you gotta be wise. You gotta, right? That's why you cannot use your strength go against strength. You're not gonna be the person that train more, and they're stronger, they're younger, they're more muscular, they're more flexible. What are the chances of winning, right? All right, thank you. Good morning. Tiger Claw, yes, Tiger Claw, all right. I used to, some of the forms I used to learn that before, and a lot of Kung Fu moves, I go. Hey, but it does work. If you guys actually really training, come on guys, it does work, eh? I seen some of the master out there that really show the true potential with the Tiger Claws. They can grab, they can do a lot of moves that really lethal. Trust me. There are like master out there that can probably like grab you like this, like to your skin, and like, well, not come like right off, but they can put it, they can do some damage, for sure. All right. Very slippery. Delusion. Okay. So let's try this one to calm ourselves and to relax a bit, and then we're gonna wrap up, okay guys? So either at the beginning or at the end, the warm up or the cool down. I always tend to do this motion. So you can train this motion, you can incorporate your palm strike, right? Your knife hand strike, your knife hand strike. It's all come from this motion, this circular motion, guys. That's why you see from time to time, I share and I train with this one a lot. That's how our body move, right? We move in circle. Most of the time, if you think about it, we all move in circular motion, right? We don't move like a robot. We don't move like, you know, like, well, people on catwalk, the show or whatever, Miss Beach and the model. Of course, they're gonna move in straight line, right? But us, we just move round, round, round. We walk, right? We don't walk like straight like this, like a robot, right? Right? We don't walk like this unless you're like a model, supermodel, something. You walk like that, like a robot, right? You don't. You just walk normally. So come in, come out. Your legs come out, come in. Okay, so that's how our body move in circular. So therefore, this motion, we move in circular, we hit and move circular, and then we straight. Right? All the sudden circular, circular, straight, circular, straight, circular. See our circular motion. Circle, hit, circle, hit. Right? See? Now you see how this all mixed in where I train this. Right? See, you can find a lot of blocks here. Here you can block here, here you can block here, hit, right? And you come back and block, outer form block, come hit, straight. From there you can straight down, boom, somebody there. See, now you see some of the master, the motion, where sort of like from here, boom, they just go here, especially Wing Chun master. They have that kind of like shocking power. You know why? Where they train so much, a lot of movement, they go here, right? They go here like this, they train, boom, boom, right? Sort of like that power, they flick. Same thing with the 1-inch punch. See how a lot of people, they can do 1-inch punch. Like the late great master, legendary master, Bruce Lee, of course, where they boom, they can exert a lot of power in very short distance. Where is that they're getting that power from? The hips. A lot come from the hips, and of course the inner chi or whatever they practice, that add to a bit more, right? But a lot come from the hips. So they go and they practice here. So that kind of dynamic, you see, boom, and then from here they go boom, just short distance and boom, okay? So please do practice that. So what you do is you sort of like relax off sudden, boom, you press down, relax, boom, press down. See, right now I'm relaxed, boom, relax, boom, relax, boom. I squeeze everything. See, that's the only distance you need to hit the target. That's the only distance from here to here. That's it. If you really train hard like those great master, I'm pretty sure it will work. I mean, they did it. They demonstrated work, right? Yeah, lots of great masters out there. So like where I showed you before, from here to here to here, it's just a distance to travel, to add on. But this is what it counts. From here right across, see my face there? Right across it, there. Only that bit, here to here. That's where you use to exert the most power. Come right across. Come back, relax, 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 relax. The other hand coming out. That's all you need. And then you relax again. Come out, come out, come out. That's split second. That's all I need. The same thing when they practice with this. They go here, here, here. Right? They go a lot of practicing. Now you see a lot of, see when I do this, I have my hips is shaking, is moving into it. Right? Whereas I go, boom, boom. You just practice. Push your hip in. And then from here, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Relax, squeeze, relax, squeeze, relax, squeeze, relax, squeeze, relax, squeeze, squeeze and relax again. Squeeze and relax, squeeze and relax, squeeze, relax, squeeze, relax, squeeze, relax, squeeze, relax, squeeze, relax. So if you want to move fast, you got to relax. Okay? And when you hit strong dynamic, then you relax again. That's how you can exert a lot of energy in your techniques, and that's how you can conserve a lot of energy. When you try to reserve your energy, when you're in certain age like me, middle age, and try to do all this, it's tough. We're not like in our 20s, right? If you guys younger, okay, you can have all days our strength. You can dance the whole day. Nothing, right? You're never running out of energy. But if we guys like us in our middle age, we don't train. We just train a bit. We're gonna huff and puffing, right? So how will we compare to the younger one, the one that practice more, the one that's stronger? Everyone have the chance when they were in their prime, right? So now we in different age category. We got to know where we are, right? We cannot get our ego out so much, then we're gonna cause more harm to ourselves, our body. Okay, so please take it easy, right? If you know martial art and stuff, whatever, if they challenge you, okay, whatever, let them win, right? But as long as they don't violate like our like sort of like violate, injure us, or like threaten our life, our family, whatever. When it comes to that situation, then of course you're gonna use whatever you can to help yourself, defend yourself, your family, your loved one. Otherwise, whatever, they can just say blah blah blah, whatever. Let them win, right? You can be whatever. Okay, fine, you can win. You're good. You're better than me. Okay, better. Good. Awesome. Move on, right? And then from there, you don't have a grudge about it, and then you don't focusing on those negative energy a lot. Therefore, you can do a lot of things now much better. Trust me, right? So when you are focusing on those negative energy so much, you keep on focusing on that. You don't have time for all the good stuff out there. Trust me, there's so much nature, everything out there so good, and we don't appreciate it, right? We're just looking at the bad stuff. Oh man, this, I don't have money, I don't have this, blah, 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 I don't have the access of training, and blah, blah, blah. We're looking at all the excuses, but we don't know that. We got a lot of stuff in ourselves that we can do. We have 2 hands, 2 legs. We are like healthy, right? And our family love us, whatever, right? So that's all you need to care about, right? Not so much what everybody on social media, what they say, blah, blah. Oh, this against this. Oh, this guy against this, whatever. Those things, it doesn't really, make up. Because overall, at the end of the night, you go to sleep, you want to become better yourself. Okay, what did I do better for myself this day, today? What have I accomplished, right? People, they don't care about it. If you don't care about yourself, how anybody else care about you, right? I mean, speaking of selfish or whatever, but that is basically it, right? You got to take care of yourself first before you are helping any other. So take care of yourself and stay healthy. Train a bit if you can. All right, guys. So just have fun, right? And then from there you train, and then you can figure it out. You can learn from all the sifu, all the master. They're very good in discipline. You have to add in your BBJ, grappling, right? I sucks at that. I got to learn to, right? So when it comes to that, if we were in a situation, we are going down, whatever, like that, right? They're going to wrap, and then we have to learn how to avoid it, how to get out of it, right? So not just only one thing. You have to hit low, you have to hit high. You got to learn from when you're sitting. If there's something, they attack all of a sudden, you have to move on the chairs. You have to use everything, your surrounding, right? Don't just think about standing. Okay, I only know standing and learn standing. Please don't. Learn other stuff too, right? Whatever you can find, you just easy. ChatGPT, Google, you just Google up, just whatever you learn, you love, you just Google whatever. ChatGPT is out there for you, right? Whether if you want it badly enough, what's your goal? What do you want to learn, right? Okay, guys. That's enough anyway. I hope you guys enjoy the time here with me on the live stream. Thank you very much for joining me and practice along with me. So I hope you have a great time. So God bless, have fun, and have a good health. Have a great weekend. Well, most of you, there's probably only not much, only one night left for the weekend. Then you gotta get back to your week of training. Thank you from Vietnam. So bye bye everyone from Ho Chi Minh City. Chào tất cả mọi người nha. Chúc mọi người một ngày cuối tuần vui vẻ, hạnh phúc bên gia đình và những người thân yêu của mình. Okay, have a good day, guys. I see you around. Okay. Now, sorry, see a lot of my training. Sometimes they went all over the place. Sometimes one place to another. Please bear with me, because I'm not a guy that's so much where you put one step, next step, whatever you remember. I remember I share with you on that day. I remember, okay, I remember I learned this from somewhere. Oh yeah, one more thing. This one I learned, I want to share with you guys from one of the karate master. He's probably in his 50s, but look very strong, right? Look very strong, and he's been practicing karate for over 30 years, I think. And one thing he teach us is when you do the kicks, right? You kick only from, like I said, all the martial art for self-defense kick, they kick your groin and lower. So you see when I kick here, right? But you see his back foot right here, it doesn't turn. See the back foot, you kick low, don't turn. If you turn, the more you turn, right? This foot is gonna be easy for the person to catch, and they grab you, they pull you down easily. Whereas you kick here, boom, you kick here, but low kick only, right? Of course, high kick you have to turn, of course, otherwise you break your ankle. When you do high kicks all the way up here, your ankle gotta turn, right here. See your foot turn, but here, kick low, try not to turn, please, guys, because to keep your balance, if there's anything, you can just pull your foot back, right? Easier. Whereas you go here, if the person grab, you are more vulnerable to get yourself off balance, and then from there you easy to get attacked. Okay, so please, if you do kick lowers, only balls and down, try to squeeze the muscle and stay on the ground, right? Grip your leg on the ground here, and then kick from here, come back. Kick, boom, pull back. Kick, boom, pull back. Okay, so try not to move this foot. See, sometimes I got in the habit, I move too much, right? So sometimes you do that too much, you learn your mistake. This guy pointing out, right? You watch something, you're like, oh, okay. Hey, that's what happened to me. From there, you fix it. Okay, I'm just like you guys, just learning like you guys. Okay, whatever I learn, okay, that's good. I share with you guys. All right. So please keep your foot forward when you kick low. Boom, then come back. Low kick. Boom, come back. Boom, leave it down. Okay. Boom, put it down. So don't turn, don't pivot your foot too much when you kick low. All right. Anyway, have a good day. Bye bye, guys. Love you all. Have a great one. Bye, Vincent. Hey, bro. How are you? Hello, Colombia. Sorry, I gotta go now. All right, guys. Have a good one, guys.